He was just distracted in class for a moment when he suddenly saw a leopard outside the window. The boy's eyes instantly widened. A girl even thought he liked her. Suddenly, the school alarm went off. The police arrived with weapons in their hands, ready to hunt the leopard. But the boy went to the bathroom and gently called the leopard by its name. But he couldn't find Duma. Instead, he was surrounded by a group of bullies. They pushed him to the ground. However, the next second, they realized they had made a mistake. The bullies fled in terror and even dropped a roll of cash. The boy prepared to leave with Duma, but they ran into the police. Luckily, Duma ran extremely fast. They managed to escape the chase. They fled to the hill behind the school, looking at the skyscrapers and city traffic. The boy realized that neither he nor Duma belonged in that place. So he took his late father's motorcycle, left a note for his mother, and set off on a journey to take Duma back home. But the road was too long. Soon, the motorcycle ran out of gas. The place was completely deserted. There was no one to help him. He could only push the motorcycle under the scorching sun. He soon became exhausted. Luckily, there was a crashed plane ahead. Its tail provided some shade, allowing them to rest for a while. Early the next morning, the boy heard a strange noise. A man was trying to take his motorcycle. "Hey, what are you doing?" The man completely ignored him until Duma appeared. Only then did his attitude soften. He even shared some of his water with the boy, but the motorcycle was really unusable. They had to leave as soon as possible. Inside the plane, the boy found a parachute. He turned the fabric into a sail and modified the motorcycle. They set off, harnessing the wind. Bye-bye, plane. They sped across the desert. Soon, they found a water source. The next thing was to find food. Suddenly, an ostrich appeared. The boy expected Duma to practice hunting, but to his surprise, Duma only managed to get 3 ostrich eggs. They enjoyed a good meal. The man believed Duma couldn't survive in the wild. He thought it would be better to sell him to a zoo for money. Of course, the boy refused, so the man agreed to accompany him on the last part of the journey. The boy secretly took out a compass. He discovered the man wasn't heading west as promised. He wasn't someone he could trust. When they passed an abandoned mine, the man decided to go in alone. He wanted to look for any precious stones left behind. It seemed like the perfect chance to leave. The boy decided to slip away, but just as he turned around, he heard the mine collapse. He immediately dropped his gear and ran inside to get the man, but he stopped halfway. The boy still believed the man wanted to turn him over to the police and sell Duma. He threw the shovel to the ground and parted ways with the man, taking his weapons. He continued on with Duma, but there was something the man was right about. The wilderness was extremely dangerous. When a buffalo charged at them, the boy managed to hide in the reeds, but he got separated from Duma. The area was full of wild animals, lions, hyenas, and elephants. Any of them could be deadly to him. Although he hid carefully, he was still discovered by a warthog. When the boy woke up again, Duma was already by his side, and the one who had saved him was that same man. As a thank you, the boy gave him a roll of cash. In return, the man gave him a diamond. They had become friends. After reaching the savannah, they found the carcass of an antelope. Duma began to devour it greedily. The boy wanted him to share, but Duma growled at him in an unusual way. The man stopped him and said it was the awakening of Duma's wild instincts. When the time finally came to let Duma go, the boy felt sad. But seeing Duma make friends with his own kind, he understood it was time to let go. He left Duma behind and walked towards the man. Their journey had finally come to an end.